Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility.
TIAA
Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road.
I don't know if he's a fat game. I don't know.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here. ETN on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
You're set up at the 35 now.
He ran it
Out of the
again,
shotgun,
bro.
they'll give it to him inside. He's got to gain a 6 there. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Offense up to the line fast.
Niggas like that, they throw drags and they can't pass.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'm glad somebody saved the day. Whoever that is, my nigga.
You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right
I know you're doing that, though.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That shit was obvious. Look at the formation. Oh, my God.
He connects with the rookie from LSU.
He hit it across the middle.
Gets
That's
it to the
Travis?
15. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series.
That nigga definitely took off. I think my player. I don't know what the fuck happened. I know I'm fucked up.
What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
I guess it is what it is.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Matt Prater for the point after try.
Oh, that was good.
Looking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Prater on to send it away. Tony now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Lawrence. Cut out left. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Launches one deep downfield. That's inside the 30. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers need only one to take the lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Now Prater on to send it away.
Yeah, you're taking away from Golden, dog.
Tony now to return it.
Oh, shit.
Returns looking good so far. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with...
Oh, he lost the football. Packers pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff, now Love. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
A second down throw here for Love. He's looking deep once again. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Love from the gun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and took a play on it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He'll take it from the 1. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They go right back to ETN. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lawrence throwing here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So that brings up second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Really like playing the game sometimes. You know, season over. You probably just want to play this to play.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Oh my God.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and that gives them 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Take it a short gain and turn it into an explosive play.
11.
From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Let's go.
Second and goal, backed all the way up to the 14 here. Another try following the sack.
Damn, they ain't get him.
And
Damn,
this
we
is
got
caught.
to.
It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for two here.
They better jump it.
And
Wow.
that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
It's your opponent. It's your opponent.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
They
were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That's caught for the 1st. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Loves to throw again. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks and may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one. He's on the move.
They let me fly, man.
And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for the entire season, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. This effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
What my safeties doing?
The Packers take their first time out.
I have no clue.
And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
I don't know.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion.
Look at this nigga playing the flat way over there.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. That throw behind his intended target.
Trying to go get that nigga.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Bro, why are you not playing that, bro? I pressed and I had my niggas play. It's going 0. It's still on 0, ain't it? They should have picked it off. Nah, I was in a cover 4. Nah, I'm in cover 4. They cover 4 press always pick it up, bruh. They're always a pick. Nah, I moved it to hard flat.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. On the move, headed right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Jaguars will get it back with some time to work with.
Hey,
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Now, hang on a minute. I'm upset for this quarterback. They just
they was together. They was too simple. I usually know about a yardage.
Through the incompletion and my coach declined it, I'd be right over there asking for an explanation and maybe his resignation.
This is Jacobs running left. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning.
Off his ass right here, man.
It's a gain of 3 for him.
Word,
That brings up
word.
2nd and 7.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Yeah, running the button,
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Yo, you big nigga.
And the defense gets there to force a small
Nigga
loss.
with 3 down linemen and nigga ain't block at all.
The Jaguars. That's their 3rd. McManus sends it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tony now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First down throw, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket.
Wow. Bruh.
And he's able to
get this
pass
cracker?
the 45 before going out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Lawrence working from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend. Pressure.
Nigga, he's going downfield. I said so.
Incompletion.
He's going downfield. I ain't got a choice.
And hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's a pick. Oh, that's a touchdown.
He's going deep.
You underthrew it, you dummy. You underthrew it.
Incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume the final snap.
The ability to track the ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track the ball on a deeper throw like that. He doesn't swat it away. You're looking at a huge game.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love looking to pass.
Oh, I threw it early. Fuck. I could have waited.
There to knock that away.
You ask a lot of defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Finds the in route complete. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the air with Love. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Love out of the shotgun.
Oh, that's a pig. I'm buzzing.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Love now to throw. Forced out to his right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tony now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the run, it's ETN. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. ETN again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Packers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
That's cut at the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers hold an 11-point advantage. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers push the lead up to 12. Now Prater on to send it away.
Yeah, they real high on Gabriel. That nigga old as shit.
Tony now to return it.
That nigga played 60 in the college. They said too.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's ETN. And he'll get it up to the 27. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball.
Hey,
It's like
never
the
have a
home run
quarterback
derby,
either.
but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here's ETN on the give. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Lawrence now off the play action. This finds Everett complete. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
Nigga right here.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Action made, Travis Etienne. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here.
There's something smack about him. Said nobody wanted to pick it. That's why he went, because they were supposed to trade him during the draft. But they said owners laughed at him.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. And now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
You don't want to block on run plays. And
they come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Running back sent in motion.
I might give up a touchdown right here. But
they're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 28 out of that play.
But they also said, though, every time a receiver left from there, they always did worse.
Depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust.
Martavius Bryant. There was a lot of niggas. There was a lot of niggas.
Could create the big play down the field.
Mike Wallace. They were talking about niggas stats. Everybody stats their name was trash.
Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's what works. That's what they was saying. Well, maybe they skipped them niggas. I don't remember them saying Pascal name for real.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try it left with ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. ETN on 3rd down.
Oh my God.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, the Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Bronx. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
They give it to the back with his own feet. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points on the board. You can energize a defense, give them that swag when the defense stop them.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love.
Through the ball, man.
And a big play drive.
They're not hurried up offense.
Coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack.
Bro, y'all niggas gonna
Carries
block?
under pressure, and he goes down.
Y'all gonna block? He's not even blitzing.
Sacks. Nice work by the defense there.
He's not blitzing, bro. They just gotta block, bro. The
We
kid
get so
dead.
stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
Wow, I let him. I let him. Bruh, I let him, bruh. That's good and love. I let him after the route.
I don't know what to be impressed by,
Underthrow.
Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Now toss it to Etienne. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Now Lawrence. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
Bro, I did not pick this play, bro.
They'll run.
I knew where he
Etienne.
was running. Come on, man.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. One more time with Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's a
Oh, yeah, this is the goal right there, bro.
The Jaguars come through to tie it in the 4th.
That was trash.
And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. On now is Cook to kick this away.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Trying for the deep ball.
Yo, what the fuck?
On 2nd down, but the deep shot
Yo, this nigga ass, bro.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture
Yo,
of
come on,
He was
bro.
all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Packers trail by just 1. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Love to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield.
Come on, bruh. Stop playing, Jordan Love.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Big spot for the Packers here. They'll go for 2. Back to throw. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it.
Oh, get past that shit, man.
Some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd
make the
down.
read. You gotta throw that shit ASAP. Come on, man. Watch this nigga on the inside cut.
To throw. Throw left side, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Setting up to pass.
Let's go, nigga.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Yeah, he ended the game with a fucking pick six, nigga.
This one may be
He living up to his name, nigga. What you mean?
That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making
Pick six, he lived up to his name, nigga.
Come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the
He
house.
did what he did best, nigga.
Looked like
Pick
a scene out of a
six.
movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Tony now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hell nah, we knew he got to throw downfield, bruh.
Now Lawrence coming off a
All the
pick.
little baby passes wasn't gonna work.
Chased out to his right.
You got to throw
He
downfield
knocks that one
now.
away to prevent a big gain. Now all eyes go to the penalty marker to see who it's against. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance.
Mary.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15.
Of course they didn't make the right read. His playing style with them baby ass passes. Now he gotta make a 10-yard pass. Nigga ain't know what the fuck to do. Come on, look at that shit, bruh. Come on, we going there like white on rice, bruh.
As this game comes to a
This is another
close.
pick.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win.